was inflated. What does that word inflated mean?
Well, listen, he can say all those type of things, but when you look at who I fought and who he fought, and you look at what I done to him, it's no comparison.
What about dude from Lithuania? Do you feel like that was a knockdown?
No, I don't. I feel as if he pushed me. As you could see, as soon as the ref said fight, I stepped right to him. He's very strong, explosive, good fighter, technical. That's a fight that you could say I wasn't listening to my coaches and my corner, and I was more emotional in that fight because I felt as if I had something to prove. I went in there looking for the knockout, so I didn't want to box. I didn't want to use my skills. I just wanted to, fight. That's what happens when you go in there and fight the wrong fight.
What's gonna stop you from doing that this time?
You can't do that again.
Because I know you want to prove yourself. I know you want to knock Errol out.
You can't. He's big. He's naturally bigger than you. He's strong. He's naturally bigger than you. He's strong.
He's the big guy. He's the big bad wolf. I didn't heard it all. He's strong. He's this. He's that. He's this. He's that. So can he get hurt?
Yeah, he's a man. He's a human.
Okay.
Man.
So what's going to stop him from banging with me?
I'm not a coach or in your corner, but I wouldn't suggest you bang with him.
Why?
I think it's
trying to say he's not as powerful. What are you trying to say?
Right. What you trying to say?
What are you trying to say, Sean? You trying to say he's not as powerful?
I think he's as strong as Earl.
What?
How you know?
Say it clearly. I ain't hear you.
Let's be clear. Terrence Crawford is amazing.
We know that.
What he does.
But what you saying?
What I'm saying is, why do you view that, and how do you know?
I don't know.
What makes you think that?
Probably the size. I think the size. Yeah. I think the size. I don't know if you can hurt him. Is what I'm saying. Okay. I've seen you hurt people before. I don't know if you can hurt somebody his size.
Did he get hurt his last fight? Do you think I hit harder than his last opponent?
Yes.
Okay, case closed.
Yeah, but you got to get to him though.
So you saying this man can't get to him? Is that what you saying?
I'm just saying you got to get to him. You got to get in there to do it.
Okay. Well, the getting in there is the get between the ropes, right? And we in there, right? Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a great fight.
So when you speak to people like that, right? What stops you from saying you're not getting emotion? Be like, you know what? Trying something because. Obviously, there's a lot of people like Charlamagne that feels
let's
like
not act like he's an underdog in this fight.
He is kind of an underdog.
Not
the way
really.
you talking.
No, I think people think it could go either way. This my man Red is a great boxing guy. He says you win, no problem. My barber says you win, no problem. These are the debates I've been having since the fight's been announced.
But Charlamagne don't feel that way.
What is it with so what?
Listen, that's his opinion.
Yeah.
When people have an opinion, it's like an asshole. Everybody got one.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
That is true. Have you thought about how you would deal with a loss in case it does happen?
No, I don't think about things like that. My mind is just clear right now. Things happen, they happen. But we preparing for the victory. That's it. Ain't no you gonna lose? Nah, we don't think that.
What's wrong with you? I ain't gonna ask. Have you prepared for a loss if you lose? What kind of?
That's the same question that you kind of asked with having the zero record. Like some people lose, some people don't. So if you do lose, have you thought about how you prepare for that?
Nah, we don't prepare for that.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Easy Root, and I'm back again with another one. That was Terrence Bud Crawford on the set of The Breakfast Club with Charlamagne the God. And Charlamagne is a huge Earl sexual. He had a lot to say on his show. He believed Errol Spence is going to beat Terence Crawford. And I like how Terence Crawford handled himself. He didn't get angry. He didn't get mad. He just smiled, He just casually went back and forth with this extremist casual Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne says he doesn't believe Terence Crawford can hurt Errol Spence, which doesn't make sense. Errol Spence was definitely hurt versus Egis. If Egis can hurt Earl, why can't Crawford hurt Earl? Crawford's a better fighter than Egis, has 3 times as much knockouts as Egis. Egis has like 12 knockouts. How a guy with 12 knockouts hurt Errol Spence, but a guy with 29 knockouts can't hurt Errol? I mean, it just doesn't make sense when people talk about boxing. They don't make sense. He says, well, Earl's too big and this, and Crawford was just trolling him. Like, yeah, he's too big. He's the big bad wolf. I can't hurt him. Like, come on, man. I mean, but when we really analyze this fight and really look at who's picking who, it looks like majority of the casual fangirls are picking Earl to win. And the hardcore boxing fans, the people that really analyze the fight, they see Bud getting a job done. But the casuals who are looking at size and stuff like that, they can't really wrap around their head how they see a small guy like Terence Crawford moving up 3 weight class to beat a bigger Errol Spence. The size is just too much in their head for them to see Crawford actually winning the fight. But they'll say, man, it's a 50-50 fight, but Earl's just too big. The size is just too much in their head for them to overcome. But Jeff Horn is just as big as Errol Spence. Egis is just as big as Errol Spence. And Egis is actually a righty. And Charlamagne, the guy, was talking about Crawford being hurt by Egis or dropped by Egis. And Crawford said, no, he don't believe he was dropped. He believed it was a push. But we got to realize that Egis Velasquez, he's a righty. He's not a southpaw. Errol Spence is a southpaw. And the punch we always seen Crawford get hurt with is a right hand. We didn't really see Crawford get hurt with a left hand. And Errol Spence doesn't even throw left hands like that. Errol Spence throws a lot of hooks. So we've never seen Terence Crawford hurt with any other punches than a right hand. When he fought David Avanesian was a righty as well. But David Avanesian couldn't hurt, but he got some right hands in there. But Bud lured him in until he put him to sleep. Man, I just hope Errol Spence live up to all the stuff he's been saying. How he's going to step, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. And I hope you Errol sexuals put a lot of money on y'all man, because come July 29th, your boy Errol Spence is really going to let y'all down. Y'all going to be surprised. Like, a lot of people are going to be surprised in this fight. Like, how did Terence Crawford do that? How did Crawford stop Errol Spence? How did Crawford hurt Errol Spence? Well, we've been telling y'all. The signs are in y'all faces, but y'all not paying attention. You know, we're giving y'all the facts. The guy has a 100% knockout ratio at welterweight. Errol Spence been hurt multiple times, and you guys just don't see it. Come fight night, just don't make up excuses and give Terence Crawford his credit, his just dues. You Errol sexuals, man. I feel like y'all not going to give this man his credit. Y'all just going to say a lot of BS.